The other day, I put a poll in the community section and I asked you guys which celebrity beef did you want me to pull cards on? And I promised that the one that got the most percentage would be the next tarot video that I would record. So this is today's video. This is about Meg the Stallion versus Tory Lanez. Now, mind you, I don't know any of these people. I know of them, and I'll tell you what I know. But I don't personally know them. None of us do. So what we're doing today really is speculation for entertainment purposes only, according to the FTC. But yeah, the cards don't lie. So I'm gonna go along with the cards. But anyway, basically that is what we're going to do today. So let me do the introduction. I am Queen Osset Haru, and thank you for joining us for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it as well. Let's see. Please leave us a positive comment in the comment section and tell me what you think of the cards that we got and what we found out about this situation. And if you would like to get a private reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. All of that information is underneath this video too. So the question was, how did it go? I'm trying to recall. Oh yeah, the question was, did Tory Lanez shoot Meg the Stallion? That was the question. Because I thought it was strange, because I was like, well, if he shot her, I mean, like, wouldn't the gun, wouldn't the fragments from the bullet match his gun? I thought it was kind of like, isn't that a no-brainer? But I was told by other people who know about this situation that people are doubting if he shot her or not. So I went into this, not, of course, not knowing. I don't know what's going on with these people. So that's all I know about them. Now, I know Meg is Aquarius. I did review the video WAP with her and Cardi B, I guess about a year or two ago now. So that's all I really know. I saw her on She-Hulk, you know. I do like her, and I don't know anything at all about Tory. I've never heard any of his art, or I don't know anything about him. I was told that he does music, but I don't know anything at all about him. I saw him with her one time, and I really wasn't that impressed, so I didn't, you know, look into him. So I don't know. He could be a great guy. He could be a villain. Who knows? But these cards know. So we're getting ready to find out. This section right here is Meg the Stallion. And this section right here is Tory. Now we have several cards for each of them. So I'm going to tell you what I see. Number one. The very first card out the gate is Meg's. Do you see that? This card is called the Eight of Swords. So this gives us our answer. We don't even have to do the rest of the reading. We can just go home. Because that card is our answer. This card indicates a person. Doesn't have to be a woman, but in the picture is clearly a woman. And it indicates a person who's been victimized. Okay? So up front, when you're saying, did he shoot her? He did something to her. Because he definitely did something to her, because otherwise it wouldn't have said that she has been victimized. So in some kind of way, he has victimized her. So we don't know what that way is until we see her clarity card, right? And her clarity card said it was physical. Okay? Pentacles indicates material, physical kind of thing. So the Ten of Pentacles tells us that he did do something to her. She was the victim of something physical. So either he shot her in the foot, or he shot at her foot, or glass got in her foot because he shot out the window. Something happened to her is the point. And I asked specifically, did he shoot her? So if it's coming up that something physical happened, he definitely did something physical to this girl. Okay? The Ten of Pentacles also indicates that she, you know, he wasn't with her because like he was really into her. He was with her because he thought he could gain something from it. The Ten of Pentacles is all about, Pentacles is money, straight up cash. So cash, fame, material things, clout, you know, all that kind of stuff. That all goes with the Ten of Pentacles. And so he was basically with her for that reason. He was never with her because he liked her in the first damn place. So actually, it's kind of good that this happened, because she's free of somebody who really didn't care about her. Now, this is upside down. Remember I told you guys about the reverse and the upright. This is the reverse of the Page of Swords. This is the upright. I'm going to turn it into the upright so y'all can see the picture. But this card for Tory came up reversed. So, ooh, I'm so sorry, guys. There we go. So this card here is the Page of Swords reversed. Ooh, that glare will not do, will it? How about that? How about that? That'd be a little bit better. I think that's better. So the Page of Swords reversed, what does that mean? Well, the Page of Swords reversed, he got issues. The Page of Swords reversed got issues. Number one, he's a liar. He likes to gossip. He's often someone who's had problems in childhood and has held on to those wounds and hurts, which basically happens to a lot of us. But unfortunately, some people who hold on to childhood wounds and hurts become nasty, slanderous, negative, that kind of vibration. So he's coming up from the gate like that. And then he got a page. What grown man gets a page? Like, whenever a grown man gets a page, it makes me wonder about his level of maturity, because a page is usually a child or a young person. So if you're over 15 getting a page, it generally, to me, could indicate naivety. It also could indicate a youthful heart or some other things too, depending upon the other cards you get. But in Tory's case, and you're getting ready to see the other cards he got, it indicates to us that this person is somebody who's probably immature. Very immature kind of energy. So we got a lying, scandalous, immature, wounded, grown-ass man who comes up as a child. Some people call these man children. I've heard them say before. I think that's kind of generous to use man, because I don't think they're really, grown-ups at that point, So he's somebody who's not quite a grown-up yet. He got some more growing to do. Now, the interesting thing about this, right? He got this card for his clarity card. Let me pull it up. The clarity card, I gotta pull it this way. The clarity card is the Nine of Wands, right? So this is interesting too, because this indicates incarceration. You see the wands around him? So this tells us that Tory is concerned that he gonna get locked up. Okay? So that's what's going on here. So I'm thinking, okay, you wouldn't be concerned that you were going to get locked up, or you might get some kind of restitution, a fine or something like that. But if you didn't do anything, like, that doesn't make sense to me. So again, here we are with that. Yeah, this is not making sense for him to be innocent at all. So he's concerned about getting locked up. He's concerned about what could happen in confinement. Why are you worried about confinement if you didn't do anything? And like I said, some of the times that could be house arrest, or it could be just paying, like I said, paying a fine, or it could be, all kind of things. I don't know what the charges are. I'm not following the case. I don't know anything about this, but I do know that when a person gets that card, that they are fearing what could happen as far as that is concerned. All right, now we're done with these. The last card is going to be the outcome card. I'm going to read that one last, because they both got some more cards here. So they also have archetype cards. So the first archetype card I got from Meg is the Angel. Now, this does not mean that Meg is an angel. It means that in this situation, she is not the guilty party. Nobody's a true angel, except for, of course, the angels. But this indicates to us that in general, she's a very helpful person, with no expectation of return. And that could also be, remember we saw that Ten of Pentacles, him not really liking her, him just wanting to use her for material things. Well, this would make a lot of sense, because 9 times out of 10, if she helps people with no expectation of return, people try to take advantage of you for that reason sometimes. So she definitely is in the right in this situation. And he was somebody who definitely was trying to take advantage of the situation. And her other card, her other archetype card is this one, the Eternal Child. Some of us are like that, especially Aquarius. Some of us have that light attribute. And it says here that the Eternal Child is determination to remain young in the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. This is definitely Aquarius energy, and Meg is an Aquarius. I don't know what Tory is. I'm gonna find out and put it in the description when I do the title. But I know she's Aquarius just because, you know, I was like, I'm Aquarius, quite frankly, and I keep up on who's Aquarius, you know. But in this particular case, what that's given us is that she's somebody who has that youthful, free-spirited kind of energy going on. So that mixed with the angel, I don't really get an energy from this situation like she was being malicious or trying to be or harmful. Now let's see what he got for his archetypes. All right, so imagine that. Okay, so his archetype, the first one is the goddess, okay? His came up reversed. So when they come up reversed, you read the bottom part. When they come up in the upright like Meg's, you read the top part. So his came up down here. So what does this tell us? Exploitation of the female nature and form. I didn't mean to laugh. I just laughed because I'm like, oh my God, his cards are so transparent. And you take this back to the Ten of Pentacles that told us he didn't like her in the first place, that he was exploiting the female. He was exploiting her. He was using her. That's exactly what I said in that Ten of Pentacles. He was using her for whatever he could get from her body, her money, her fame, whatever. He's using her, and probably uses other women, because if he's somebody who exploits females, he's going to exploit any female that he possibly can. Now, mind you, sometimes men do exploit women and sometimes women exploit men. It goes back and forth. But in this case, she was the one who was being exploited by somebody who really didn't even like her that much, and then had the blatant audacity, you know what I'm saying, to be online acting up. So that's what we see with him. Also, I was just thinking as I was looking at these cards, y'all remember that her home had gotten broken into. And I thought to myself as I was listening with that Ten of Pentacles card, some of the times indicates a plot or an attack. So I'm like really questioning, was he a part of that plot? So that's another thing. I'm like, yeah, see, this don't look good, because maybe he didn't, you know, set it up. Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe he has no like actual hands in it. But maybe maybe he told somebody like, well, you know, she keeps the key under the doormat every Thursday, or you know, Tuesday through Monday she not home at night. You know, maybe he gave somebody information that helped with the plot, is what I'm saying. If not, been completely involved in a plot. We don't know how deep that goes. So that Ten of Pentacles, when I first saw it, I was like, I wonder how deep this really goes. His other card here, also in the reverse, is the Detective card. Now look at this, y'all. Look at this. Voyeurism and falsifying information. So he's more than likely watching her, and that's why I said, did he help with that plot? You know, and remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, you know. But still, it makes me wonder, did he help with that plot? Because the voyeurism would make sense. He's probably watching her. You know how people watch you online, or got somebody watching you, or being like, oh, I saw your ex, stuff like that. It makes me really wonder. And then underneath that, falsifying information. So he is falsifying information, and some people are believing him. Some people are straight up believing the stories that he's telling. That's why people are questioning, did he even shoot her? And that's why I'm like, he definitely did something to her. It's not like, you know, nothing happened. You know, like I said before, victim card and physical, yeah, something definitely happened. But according to this, he's falsifying information that some people are believing. All right. What else is going on? Let's see. All right, this is hers right here. It says that Meg just wants justice. You see those scales in this hand? This picture is gorge. And you see the scales in her hands. So Meg just really wants justice. She wants justice from what happened to her. She's upset that certain people think that she's, being deceptive. She would like the truth to come out and her name to be cleared. So according to this, she's trying to be fair and she's trying to be just. And this says it's time for him to go. So he needs to leave her be. Stop watching that girl. Stop bugging that girl and just move on. No matter what happens with this court case or what happens, it's just time to leave it alone. It's time to move on. Hopefully she'll get the justice that she's seeking and he can just, go on to the next thing. Hopefully that next thing is therapy based on what we've seen here, but somehow I really doubt it. Meg has to find the balance. Remember when they said that she was, she likes to give, she likes to help, 10 of Pentacles. Well, she got to find a balance with that, because if you are that kind of person, you're always going to attract people like him. A person that's giving, a person that is abundant. You might attract some good people too, some people that are abundant like you and positive like you, but you will also attract users. And this is what she attracted with this energy. So she has to find that balance in between, giving and receiving, and when to give, how much to give. She has to find that balance in herself. And a lot of celebrities talk about that in interviews, how when they first get famous, they have to really figure stuff like that out. So this is going to be really important for her. She also has to find a balance in herself, because a lot of things have, happened. This happened. We talked about the robbery that happened. I know she's had a couple different things like that. And I don't know any details about the robbery. All I know is TMZ says she got robbed. That's it. And the cards here are making me question if he was in on that plot. And his card, he needs to be more loving and appreciative. It's like, dog, you had somebody in your life that clearly cared about you. I don't know the particulars. I don't know if she was a good girlfriend or not. I don't freaking know. But I know that he should be more loving and more appreciative of life in general and of people based upon this card. More in his heart chakra. Don't use people for what they have, And this happens a lot. He's not the only. That's why they have the term clout chasers in the first place, because it's a lot of people doing that these days. And I'm just like, be loving, be appreciative of the people that come into your life. Be grateful for what they do for you and, the things that they have. But don't take advantage of people and use people, So he needs to learn that lesson of love and appreciation versus take. Okay? Now, what is the outcome, you may ask me? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. This card here is the Tower. And it came up reversed, just like that, okay? So I'm going to flip it over, like I always do, so y'all can see the picture. So, push it back. That's good. Okay. So what does the Tower reversed mean for the outcome? Remember earlier he said he was worried about imprisonment? He should be worried, because when the Tower reverse comes out, you could lose your freedom. That's a very real possibility. Now, of course, everybody who gets the Tower reversed doesn't end up in jail or lose their, their freedom, but it's a real possibility. So, the Tower often indicates a disaster or some type of imprisonment when it's reversed. So he's very, very well, it's intelligent of him to be worried about that, because it is a real possibility. So the outcome of this situation, 9 times out of 10, is that there will be some type of judgment that really does freak him out. The only way he's going to be able to get out of, some type of whatever for this situation, some type of justice, some type of what, I can't think of the word for it, some type of punishment, that's the word I was thinking of for this situation, is if those lies and the stuff that he was falsifying, if he's able to make that stick for him. Okay, because think about it, when people go to court, people always lie in court. They act like they didn't do what they did, and oh, your honor, you guys know, you watch Judge Judy, y'all know. So he's gonna go and he's gonna falsify a bunch of stuff, and he's gonna try to get out of it. So if he is able to do so, he will get out of it. Let's say he has a better lawyer than hers, and that lawyer can finagle a little bit better, then he's gonna get out of it. But it don't mean he didn't do it. Okay, but when the tower is reversed, it means that his lawyer better be damn good, or he's gonna have some kind of punishment from it. Either he's going to get in prison for an amount of time. It could be small, could be long, or he's going to have to pay some type of restitution, some type of house arrest. It's something along those lines. I know that right now they said there's a restraining order. I did see that on TMZ. She has a restraining order against him, but there could be other things that come out of it, like I said before. So basically, unless his lawyer is good enough to falsify enough information for him to walk, he is going to end up in some type of trouble for shooting that girl. So would I say he shot her? I would definitely say he shot her, or he shot at her. Definitely. That was definitely a physical attack, and she was definitely harmed, and it was definitely him. So the question is she going to be able to prove it? Everybody's innocent until they're proven guilty. So will she be able to prove it is the $64,000 question. So let me know in the comment section what you think of today's reading, and if that is your assessment. I know a lot of people think yes and think no. That's fine. It doesn't matter what side you're on. You don't even have to agree with me. Just do not get nasty in the comment section. Please keep things civil. We don't want to be arguing about somebody else's life in the comment section. So keep it civil, okay? All right, guys. You come back soon because I got a lot more to say. See you later.